Thanks for tuning in to my video on front-end wheel alignment. I'm not a professional at automotive things. I also know it's typically not very expensive to have a front-end wheel alignment. I made this video when I was struggling financially, more than I am now. I had an old cheap laser level meant for construction that I used to make a wheel alignment tool. I'll show you how I accomplished this. Do you need to fling some poo? Schitslinger manure spreaders. Flinging it since Jesusezez time. It was started by my great, let's just say 25 times a greatness Uncle Bob Schitslinger. That's 25 generations of flinging doo-doo all over the world. Henry VIII had 3 of these plus one heavy doo-doo model to keep the royal gardens lush between weddings. Thank you to Schitslinger manure spreaders for sponsoring this video. I've had this old Johnson 40-0918 rotary laser level for a long time. I use this as a major part of the wheel alignment tool. The most critical thing is to properly adjust the base plate to make it level with the plane established by the rotating laser. Here is an exaggerated image of an improperly adjusted laser setup. The laser has 3 screw feet for adjustment to make the base plate level with the rotating laser head. A flat, smooth, and level surface is needed to properly adjust the laser. I hopped on Face Garbage Distraction Place and found this digital table. I used the table with its teak tabletop and 6061 T6 balsa wood legs to help adjust the laser to make the base plate level with the laser head. Here is an example of a formerly expensive table I left at the beach to make it warped and wonky and unsuitable for leveling the laser. A small torpedo level like this is fine to check the laser for level. Only the surface area where the laser sits must be level and flat. Once you have the flat and level surface for the laser to sit, go ahead and adjust the screw feet until the 2 upper bubble vials are level. This should ensure the plane established by the lighthouse style laser head is parallel to the laser base plate. Did I mention we have a sponsor? Schitslinger manure spreaders, yada yada blah blah blah. My plan was to attach the laser to some type of iron bar, then use some rare earth magnets to hold the assembly to the steel wheels of my car. I had some strut channel and it was straight, so I cut a piece for the mounting system. The final assembly went like this. Mount the strut channel to the laser base using a 5/8 inch, 11 threads per inch, 2.5 inch long bolt. The base plate already included a 5/8 inch, 11 threads per inch nut. I then attached 2 rare earth magnets to the strut channel. I already had some 2-inch diameter by 1/8 inch thick rare earth magnets. I used some clear packaging tape to keep the rare earth magnets on the strut channel and not get stuck on a wheel. I wrapped the tape around each magnet twice for security and consistency. It's now time to put the laser system on one of the rear wheels and start measuring. The rear wheels on most vehicles do not have toe or camber adjustments. The rear tires did not show any uneven wear patterns, so I know the rear wheels are parallel and aligned properly. This meant I could use my rear wheels to verify my laser system is set up correctly. Here is a brief overview of the top view of the measurements required for measuring the wheel alignment. I hope looking at this does not feel overwhelming. I'll try my best to explain how it all works. This is an exaggeration of bad wheel alignment showing the front right wheel with a high degree of toe-in. Toe-in is when the leading edges of front wheels are closer together than the trailing edges. Toe-out is the opposite. With proper front-end wheel alignment, the laser line from the front wheel should be parallel or extremely close to parallel with the line marked with the rear wheel. The vehicle manufacturer has specifications for a very slight toe-in or toe-out for your vehicle. This does not mean your vehicle will be driving with a slight toe-in or toe-out. The reason is due to the front suspension geometry and rubber bushings that inherently and unintentionally allow the front wheels to toe in or out when the vehicle is being driven. Start with one of the rear wheels. For this example, I chose the right rear wheel. I made a mark 5 feet back from the laser. This is what the mark actually looked like. My foot is in the picture, and yes, I'm wearing Crocs with socks. The second mark was made 15 feet back. At this point, there are two marks that represent the line parallel to the right rear wheel. The same marks are made with the left rear wheel at the same 5-foot and 15-foot distances. At this point, there are two marks at 5 feet and two marks at 15 feet, and hopefully the measured distance between the 5-foot marks is the same as what's measured between the 15-foot marks. If not, then something went wrong, and it's most likely the laser base is not level with the laser head. Since the turbo laser alignment encabulator is copacetic, it's now time to attach the laser system to the front wheels and find the angles with trigonometry. The wheel track is wider on the front wheels than rear wheels on most vehicles. This means the space between the front wheels is greater than the space between the rear wheels. This is for better handling. This means the laser line from the front wheels will not likely overlap the laser line marks from the rear wheels, but they should be close to parallel. That wraps up what I wanted to cover in this video. I have not covered trigonometry calculations, tie rod adjusting, etc. If you'd like to make your own laser alignment system like this project, I suggest using a more universal wheel mount system. A quick search for wheel alignment clamp or tire alignment clamp on your favorite monopolizing online retailer will do the trick. You'll probably need to make some mounting system for whatever laser you decide to use. Oh look, Jeremy bought a Schitslinger before this video finished. He reloads it just by talking into it. Did I mention we have a sponsor?